Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Washington Live. I am your host, Greta Clemens, and I am joined today in the studio with our new producer, Peter. How's it going over there?
It's going all right. How are you doing?
Good. We did a couple practice starts, so
yeah, it was a rough start, but we got there. We got
it figured out. First off, I want to say thank you to KCTC for sponsoring us. So thank you, Casey. We appreciate you. But excited today to be joined with Tony Lipski I'm just going to let him introduce himself, but we're going to be talking about Walk for the Future event that is coming up as a 25th anniversary of this event. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that event and SIDS and all of the things related to that. So let's just do a quick introduction of Tony. Who's Tony?
Hi, I'm Tony Lipski. My wife, Patricia, and I have been in the community for about 25 years. We moved after she finished law school. And I've been working at, most of you know me from Archer Appliance.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's probably been by to...
sold you a phone at some point.
Yep, exactly.
But we have 4 children, and 3 are living. Back in September of 2004, our son Jacob was born. And on January 5th, he went to the babysitter and went down for a nap and didn't wake up. Mm-hmm. And so it was no fault of the babysitter or anything of that, but it was determined it was SIDS, which basically means they don't know what happened. Mm-hmm. There's just a segment of babies that just die for no apparent reason. Mm-hmm. And so the Walk for the Future is put on by the Iowa SIDS Foundation, which has been a passion of my wife and I since our Jacob died. And I've actually been president of the board for the foundation for about the last 10 plus years. So
awesome.
And so we just take this time to remember our babies, but celebrate. It's not a sad event. It's a time to just come out and be together, raise some money for the foundation, and have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. So something that's obviously very near and dear to your heart.
Absolutely.
So is Jacob, what order was he of your kids?
He was our second.
Your second kid.
Joseph is our oldest, and he's 22 now. Mm-hmm. So, the Jacob would be about 20. So
crazy.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what is, let's go into a little more detail about SIDS. So for those of you who may not know what it is watching, what is SIDS?
Basically, it's just that. It's, the medical definition, so to speak, is the sudden death of a baby, of a seemingly healthy infant under the age of 1 year that mm-hmm. remains unexplained after an autopsy, death scene investigation, and review of medical history.
So SIDS stands for Sudden Infant Death Syndrome, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. It's just unfortunate that you really don't have an answer exactly.
Correct. There's been a lot of research, and they're starting to find a genetic link with serotonin levels, things of that nature, but they haven't been able to quite put their finger on everything yet. And it's also to be determined, even if they figured out what causes it, is there a solution?
Right. That was going to be my next question.
Because sometimes it's great, you can tell us what happened, but could we have done anything about it?
Right. Is SIDS something that's pretty common nowadays, or it's increasing, decreasing?
Probably more common than we realize, but part of the problem is it seems in the medical world, they keep changing classifications. And so where SIDS numbers might be down, SUID is up, but that's sudden unexpected infant death. So they just changed the acronym a little bit.
Gotcha.
But it also encompasses more infant deaths such as suffocation, asphyxia, entrapment, infection, things that would just be medically wrong. Wrong.
Yeah.
So part of our challenge is spreading awareness, but because our group is so small, it's hard to do as much outreach as we would like.
Yeah. So one of the things you do, like you mentioned, was this Walk for the Future.
Yep.
So let's go into little details about the event itself. So Saturday, August 24th. Mm-hmm. How does it work? What can people expect? What does the day look like?
It is basically you come 8:30 in the morning, register. I believe it's $25. Okay. 35 maybe, I apologize. But we do have shirts available. A lot of the pre-registration's already done that would guarantee a shirt. However, we always have shirts at the walk site itself.
Okay.
We usually have some breakfast, donuts, breakfast pizza from Casey's.
Yum.
So, get people
Get some
interested.
goodies.
And then we do take a couple moments of remembrance or reflection. My wife will sometimes read a poem or will, greet everybody. And then we do walk around the loop in regular Sunset Park there.
Oh, okay.
We just walk the pavement around the New Dawn play area.
The wooden.
And I think, I think it's 5 laps or 6 laps for the 5K but we don't really count. It's just a matter of
for fun.
doing it for fun, doing it to remember. Even though we have our own shirts from the foundation, a lot of families will sometimes make their own shirts with their baby's picture on it.
Oh, cute, yeah.
Do different things, have different slogans. And so it's just a way to put them out there because, a death is impactful no matter what age. And sometimes when you're only 2 months, 3 months, you don't think they leave a huge impact, but they
absolutely do.
Anyone does. So.
Yeah, and I would like to think that maybe they leave more of one in some ways.
Right.
So, so it's really cool, and it's a kind of a place for community to come together of those affected by SIDS or not.
Hey, just come on out. But then we also have a silent auction. We do raffle prizes. There's also I don't know what the appropriate name is, but we all call it the Chinese raffle, where you can just put tickets in a cup next to different things, and you get like 6 tickets for $5, and then we draw for those specific items.
Oh, okay.
So
cool. So good food. You get some breakfast pizza, donuts. Can't go wrong with that. You get a walk around beautiful Sunset Park, which is always nice.
Absolutely.
Chinese raffle. Yep. And then just a memorial event. So do you do I know other events like this sometimes have like lanterns and things like that. Do you do anything of that sort?
We used to do balloons, and then when the whole helium, there's
a whole issue. Yeah.
Plus, there were folks that started complaining about the environmental impact of.
Yeah.
So each walk does a little different. There are, I think there's 6 walks. I think one of them, they didn't have enough registration this year. So I think we have 6 walks going across the state. Everybody does it a little different. Some will release live butterflies. Sure. We tend to do bubbles.
Oh, that's fun.
There's just different things that occur. Some read the names of babies who have died from the list submitted, things of that nature. So everyone has their own way of remembering it, but again, we don't want that to be the ultimate focus because we don't want it to be a depressing event. We want it to be a fun time and just time for community and coming together.
Yeah, and remembering all these awesome little babies. So very cool. Well, bubbles is fun. So do you guys supply the bubbles, or do you recommend people bring their own?
No, we supply bubbles. It's a little wedding bottle of bubbles.
Little hearts, little white. Cute.
We usually have about 100 participants, so it's not a huge event. Back, it was probably about 10 years ago or so, we tried to do a run with it and never quite took off. So we just went back to doing the walk again.
Sure. Yeah. Well, walking is easier than running. So awesome. So you get about 100 people. You do have to pay to participate in the event, but the money obviously goes back to a really good cause. Goes back to Iowa SIDS Foundation.
Yep.
Correct.
And the foundation does some other outreach and things, throughout the year as well, that the money goes towards. We have a peer support program where we are assigned a family after the baby dies, and we are kind of that contact.
Sure.
If they need someone to relate to or just talk to. We are there for that. We also do a bunch of trainings. Even though SIDS does not have a specific symptom, one thing that our community has taken on is safe sleep practices.
Yeah.
And, if we can even save one baby, even if it wasn't our own.
Yeah.
So a lot of trainings on safe sleep, putting baby on back, not having all of the fluffy things in the crib,
right.
even though it looks really nice.
Yeah.
And, So that also is part of our outreach.
Okay. Awesome. So it goes back into a really great cause and
Yep.
and teaching about SIDS and safe sleep. So
Yep.
very cool. Let's take a quick break, and we come back. We'll chat a little bit more with Tony about the walk and SIDS.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Hello, Washingtonians. Welcome back to Washington Live. I am your host, Greta Clemens, and I have been chatting with Tony Lipski. He is the president, is that right, of the SIDS Foundation in Washington or in Iowa, and statewide. So that's really cool. I guess I didn't catch that, but so yeah, the Iowa-wide president of the Iowa SIDS Foundation. So we have been chatting all things SIDS, and then as well as their walk that they have coming up, Walk for the Future on Saturday, I can't talk, Saturday, August 24th in Sunset Park. And registration begins at 8:30, the walk at 9:30. So we have been talking about that. If someone isn't able to make it to the walk, but are interested in SIDS and supporting this cause, what are some other ways people can get involved?
Well, they can go to our website, iowasids.org.
Okay.
We also have, this is our poster that...
Yeah, sorry, we should have held that up. I feel like we both keep looking at it.
This is actually our son, Jacob, here.
Oh,
So,
cute.
but we're always looking for volunteers for various events. So Trish and I, again, we're pretty well known around here. You know, we're not hard to find. Our daughter works at Mama Llama's, and
yeah, I was gonna say I get drinks from Hannah all the time. Yeah,
there's definitely ways to reach us, but just you look at the website. We do have social media as well through Instagram, Snapchat, all those different things. One of the challenges we have is trying to relate and reach out to younger parents as some of us on the board are starting to get older.
Yeah.
So some of the ways that we've always communicated, one of the unfortunate things is with COVID, a lot of the conferences and a lot of the memorial events we used to do, we aren't getting as much response for. Everyone seems to want to be online anymore or do things remotely. And so that's been a challenge to figure out. But the walk is one thing that doesn't seem to have been sacrificed too much. So we're very glad for that. But yeah, to get involved, just reach out. We do have an office. We have our full-time director, Casey Manser, in Des Moines, and then we have an admin, Ruth. And you can call the office, then they can give you resources, ways to help or be involved.
Very cool. So you just give them a call. You can hop on your website.
Yep.
Facebook, Instagram, all the social medias. We can tag what you guys have below. So if you're interested, you can hop on that way. Or obviously you can go to the event, which is much encouraged, and have a fun day and celebrate the kiddos and enjoy hopefully it's a nice out day and blow some bubbles. And
we've had a few years where it's rained, but you still make do because with the shelters, you can still have a decent time.
Yeah,
so.
It could be really hot too. I got married on August 25th, and it was smoking hot. So, what else? Anything else you wanna you add in?
If you are, for whatever reason, watching this but not local to Washington, we are also having walks in Cedar Rapids, Dubuque, Fort Dodge, Lamar's, Urbandale, and then, of course, Washington. So start times may vary a little bit, but if you go onto the Iowa SIDS website, all those times should be listed.
Awesome.
So
and they're all on August 24th?
Yes.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
We just would love it if you participate wherever you can do it.
Yeah. So if you guys know anybody in those areas, please share this along with them and share the Walk for the Future info page. I don't know, the Facebook page to them so they can register and go and check out that walk as well. Again, obviously going to a really good cause. So
yep.
Very cool. Awesome. Any other final tips or anything you want to give out to maybe new parents?
No one will discount that having a baby is challenging, and there's a lot of things that go on. We always want our baby to be calm and get sleep and everything else, but just emphasizing that safe sleep and putting the baby on the back. Baby might cry a little longer, but it's really going to be better for them in the long run.
Yeah.
And so just as many safe sleep practices, but we also understand we're all human, and that
absolutely
sometimes it doesn't always work that way, but we just want everybody to have the best chance at keeping their baby healthy and alive.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on Washington Live and sharing some different tips, tricks, info about SIDS. I know it's not always a fun thing to talk about, but I think it is important. So definitely glad you were able to join us. And then if you guys are able to join the walk on August 24th at 8:30, walks at 9:30, please make sure you get out there and support. You're going to blow some bubbles and eat some pizza and burn off the calories from the pizza with the walk. So and then celebrate and honor some really amazing kids. So make sure you can check that out if you can. If not, we'll link below the Facebook and website and all those things. You can donate and check out other ways to help there. Otherwise, I think that's it. So thanks for joining us, Tony.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys next time.